Hello, Karen Gosling here. This week on Emotion Matters TV, I'm talking about self-esteem and self-confidence, and specifically the difference between the two. The inner voice leaves you feeling dissatisfied and frequently feeling, I can't win. Whatever I do, I can't win. In counselling, strategies to manage your inner voice can be learned. In this video, I want to tell you how you can identify your level of self-esteem. Do you know the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem? Most people think it's the same thing, but actually it's not. Let me give you an example. Imagine you play the piano and you've been asked to play to an audience at an event. You put in a lot of practice, and at the event you play the piece confidently and near perfectly. Those listening applaud and tell you how well you play. Nonetheless, there may be a message in your head that says, you mucked that up. You made 2 silly mistakes, despite your hours of practice. You'll never be invited back to play again. And if there is that message, that is the voice of low self-esteem. This inner voice or inner critic beats you up at any opportunity. It becomes louder and more vocal whenever the situation is stressful and you have an arousal of adrenaline in your body, for example, speaking in front of an audience. Sometimes even indecision is the cause of the stress. For example, if you're out shopping and you have to decide which of several items to purchase, or in an exam, choosing responses in a multiple choice question, or perhaps you have to choose between 2 girlfriends or 2 lovers. It seems that whichever choice you make, the inner voice will tell you that it's the wrong one. If you have low self-esteem, the inner voice leaves you feeling dissatisfied and frequently feeling, no matter what I do, I can't win. In counselling, strategies to manage this inner voice can be learned. Once a person realises the connection between adrenaline arousal and the volume of that inner critic, it becomes easier to challenge the negative message. Self-esteem is not a feeling as much as it is a way of thinking. It is common for sensitive people to have a fluctuating self-esteem simply because their bodies produce more adrenaline than most others and more frequently. You're able to learn a great deal more about emotions, how they arise and how you can regulate them and be in control of them all of the time. To be in control of your emotions means to be able to manage your self-esteem at all times, regardless of the occasion. Now that is an ability worth having. Take a moment to browse through my counselling issues on my website at karengosling.com. If you feel that you would benefit from emotional health counselling and education, I can assist you in a face-to-face counselling session or in a telephone or Skype counselling session if that is more relevant to you. Because these days with our wonderful technologies, you can have a session by Skype, for example, without even living in the same city or without leaving the comfort of your own home. The only thing we have to sort out is a time difference and organising a time that suits us both to talk. I live on the Gold Coast in Australia, and I'm currently counselling people by Skype who live as far away as Hong Kong, the UK, North America, Hawaii, Monaco, Laos. So I'm really sure that I can find a time to talk to you. Go to my website at karengosling.com to find out more about me and my counselling fees, and fill in the contact page to make an appointment. I'd feel privileged to be able to help you, and I look forward to your contact.